Boom. It cooled off, and you can turn right back on. You see how long it takes to cool down. And you miss so much stuff too. I had to get back to Uncle for you. And it's honestly, it's interesting the progression. I mean, Uncle, it's an interesting position, right? It's like a sink or swim position, I guess you could say. It's a sink or swim. I mean, like, give me the sink or swim. What I can say, what I shouldn't, but still will. No, you're not ready. If you were ready, you'd actually be trying to do something. But trying to do something is like showing you regress back multiple steps. Dot, 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 dot. Thinking like, you've been told many, many, many times. This is a losing proposition. You could say, I could word it better, I guess, but that's like that's the risk of the game. The phone when it got shut off with temperature. I just need to add that a second time. You know, we're at 2, we're climbing up. Cha 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 cha. Did I do like No, I didn't do that. That was like ha ha. Just a few of them, like just to mess around. Think like what potentially did we find here? I want to mess around. Well, let's look at what we have like what lying around then, huh? Oh, here's open replay. You see how much it makes me hack? What else do you think I'm doing with it, huh? See how messed up this tip is? Look at that thing. Holy. Oh! It looks like the tip took a nap. Now ain't that something funny? Look at that. That tip took a dab. Tip took a few dabs. Trying to get it like. It's kind of got the slope of a dam. Yeah, I didn't know what else. I don't know. yeah. I didn't know what else to say. That thing is flattened out though. Dang. I don't even. Should I pick up the laptop? I'm trying to get back on track here. Over there. Yeah, it was gnarly. Holy. Too many coincidences. Too many possibilities. Mine's starting to freak like. Starting to put in the pieces where they could be. I bet some of you can't even go on an AI roller coaster and get off of it. Think about that. Think about that for a second. Just think about that for a second. Go on a little AI roller coaster happy spree. Oh, AI is taking me to better days. AI tells me about all these possibilities. Ah, jeez. Holy smokes. And then I'll be thinking like, well, okay, you guys play your little Neo game over there, but the AI is going to take up a lot of space over here. Wait till the AI starts piecing together some of the things I'm seeing over here. Like, if you think people are gonna want their little piece of the pie, AI is gonna feed it to them every little single time. And I mean, if it feels good, do it, is what they normally say nowadays, right? So that AI is gonna make you feel real good while you're doing it. And some of the stuff is gonna be real legit too. So you're gonna have to go in with discernment. Like with me, and try and bleach for a few times. Like, should I go back to bleach? You know, I tried it so early as a kid with asthma. It worked then, but you know, I'm just trying to cure my mental illness now. I'm so serious. the the Vicks water treatment with the bleach. Huh? Should I go through the whole spiel, or should I try and do what the dermatologist suggested? Go with the re-reveal. Go see what's lurking underneath. Again, I kept away from the PlayStation. I don't want that thing just becoming a whole transformer in the room. Yeah, the Switch has been good to me. I've played some new games, some hypothetical DLCs, like Super Smash Brothers type things. Holy smokes! I ain't never gonna say, because it's probably never even gonna be played. Just like playing like a Tony Hawk, you know, like a skate pro sort of thing. Is that what the new one was called? You know, I always refer to it as like Tony Hawk. You know I'm trying to think, like, what was the skater? That was like Tony Hawk, right? Yeah. But yeah, like some new ones, and some interesting ones too. Like, you know, like there's ones where I'm feeling like I'm in reality, and I've never really skated. Like me and skating, that's like, are you talking about the ones with wheels? Yes, the ones with wheels. But are you talking about the ones with like trucks? Well, I guess they both kind of have like trucks. Are you talking about the ones with like grip? Like a skate, like, you know, skating. Like when I talk about, do skateboarders refer to it as they're skateboarding? They would put the boarding and then rollerblading. Those are like the two. All right, take the wheels, take them apart. All right, no. Good thing you have this on, because what did we get to? Like only like 15 minutes? Yeah, less, that sucks. I did, I guess, have him out here. But the only thing I did before I went live was get the torch and stuff to smoke. I didn't even smoke. Like, I just turned it right on. Should I put maybe the water bottle here? The nice cold one? Need some nice cold water bottle. That's smart. I guess it might block. Oh, yeah, definitely blocks. But, you know, it's like how much does it block? I guess not much. Because I'm like over here testing down here where there's no fan down here. I was like, oh, you know, well, this is completely off down here. Yeah, but should I put the two together or just separate? Separate them. I hope that mine does break like mine did. And then you're looking for a specialist. And I don't know who you're going to call. Maybe get on to Ghostbusters. You're going to have to build up your own little musical box inside. And being able to play your own jams and, you know, be fun. And I guess not like, you know, don't catch me on a technicality. But I guess I did show some stuff where it's like, well, okay, so, well, it was on his technicalities. I guess he is kind of like showing some things. I'm pretty sure I've shown enough to like just bulldoze over a lot of people. Can purse, a can slurp. That was to the top of the. A can perk. But also can jerk. Can record. Can't expel. Oh, hey, I don't know what I read, but I think it's interesting. I'll be thinking like exorcisms now, huh? Had to go in there, have to go reading through the lines. Yeah, well, this reads this there, and that reads that there, and that used to be that here and there. And if that was there, if that was there, that started twisting and pruning real damn quick, didn't it? And then probably started pointing your fingers like, who is it? Who is it? Who is it now? Who is it now? Who's playing around? That's just as the theory grows, and I gotta honestly pack these things in tight. And I'll be wondering sometimes, like can, could, do. You think can, did, do? You think can, did, sir, and her, and remember both the verb on earth? That brings me back to the topic of yesterday. Some people remembering forever already and thinking like, well, if we're here having forever and then remembering forever, and remembering forever is like remembering all of this forever, so that's like remembering a lot more forever than a lot of other foreverers. But if some foreverers can reconfigure and combobulate some kind of different mental storm to lock a lot of these into core, and then you'd be like, say what again? All right, beep beep. He said, what about the second time again? This is just the first lap. I get a good grasp. I get a good hold on this tech. It's unique, I'll give it that, but taking it to the dream, you start living in like the teched out on the go mobile. You know what I'm saying? You don't know how to drive, or at least not me. But I can at least design the interior. But that's just up in the dream. And honestly, in the end of it all, who knows if that was actually me designing? But in the dream, I get all these different, like manufacturing stuff. Hey, at least I'm being honest, you know what I'm saying? I started somewhere where it's like a creative plane, a place that can go completely white, at least for me in my experience. And then like when you know it's a dream, it's odd, I'll tell you that. Then you gotta start building there though. Alright, we're glooming up the tube. Let's see. Yeah, it's not too bad. It's pretty clean. You need proof, evidence. Evidently, you can see right through the neck. Although it sounded like it was see right through the thing. Are you kidding me? Is it up here? Is that where I need to shoot? Down here? Right there? I'll bring it back. I mean, they need more proof now, because it sounded pretty. All right, just add some air like a blowpipe. Keep it open for everyone. That's what reclaim does to you. All right, I don't know what else I wanted to talk about. Should I play any RuneScape? Like, no. I've been fasting recently, or at least trying to. It feels real good getting up on the paddleboard and standing. I can say that with certainty. And while I'm not 100%, stable, I am getting to the point where I'm able to really dig down and just start ripping at the water a little bit, So like building those muscles that actually do stabilize me, which is good. The paddleboard, I don't know, it's a fun little. Is it a sport? Or is it just a water activity? It's not a sport. Paddleboarding is a sport. Only in your dreams. Whoa, careful. Those are different water activities. That was me spitting, by the way, if you didn't see it. It didn't catch. Yeah. I didn't. Huh. I'm over here like the. Oh, I was like the. It could be like the potentially like the. I talked about being like one of those dolly dolls. Oh, jeez. What would classify that? This. One thing would be. One good solid thing would be getting my adult teeth, but them just being riddled with cavities. And I having to go in, real early to get a bunch of work done. But like it was so early in life that I forgot about it. Oh, another dolly doll thing. Getting a little snippy snip. Uh-oh. Getting one of them American snip jobs. I mean, that would classify me. That makes a man more sensitive, right? I was screaming at the mountain and there was nothing on me. Hey, I don't know what, but at least from my research, and maybe potentially gets you a little, a little bloody buddy. All right, now. They call this real. Oh, the words are already slipping me that quick. These techniques, I should say, aren't exactly performed often. So yeah, fasting. I had to get myself back on track. I forgot what track I was on. I was over there in the water again. We saw some skunks. We saw 2 sets of skunks. Now, if the skunks were fast travelers, possibly the second set was the first set. But realistically, the first set was a whole family. They had little baby skunkies with them. They had little skunkettes, little skunkators, little skunkatees. So I don't know if I didn't know how to genderfy them, gendercate them, gender reveal them. Interesting thing about this, I got caught up in the cords. Interesting thing about this is I'm feeling the bruise on the right leg, and I'm like, stop kicking there. There's no bruise there, silly leg. But it's like in the same spot. It's so weird. Oh, there was some in the mine testing last night. You'll break off from the skunks, and we'll go back. That's a good little point. We just knocked off a little more data at the mine. I was in the testing the left and right brain again, and I'm over here revealing to myself. Wait a second, there's someone almost shadowing both halves. So if someone is shut up and go out and scoop a lot and take the lot and take the goop and we'll scoop it up in little ninja tupiders, and then we'll have a little hoop of fun until someone's gonna whoop someone. Not me. So when you have that much shadowing, you really have to do a lot of discernment. You gotta know like who's hot on your tail and who's not. But it's not like hot on your tail sort of thing, It's not like so like hot on your tail sort of thing. It would be like I just explained, and then we'll go back to the skunkers. The bruise on the left leg, but I'm feeling it on the right. Interesting. So the skunks, we were paddleboarding back, and it's real dark, and it was odd. There was a lady going downriver, just completely screaming her lungs out. She was singing, but she was hitting her high notes. And it was just before getting really dark too. And that's like when we were still on our shore, and we also I guess we can backtrack too even further. But this was a different day, a different time. This wasn't the same day. No, this was a different day. This was now Sunday. And then that day that happened, that was Friday. We went late Friday. But Sunday we found a spot, two new spots, further down. And honestly, it was just like the gambling thing, like the the people who leave the whatever like the meme, like 99%. You just one more press, you would have won it all again, like you're due. Right around, like literally, like we turned around before the first spot, and I think realistically there's 3 of them. Technically, yeah, there is 3 of them, but 2 of them had like a people had been there before. They'd already made a little fire ring with rocks. You could even pitch up like a tent. I don't know. Is that allowed? Camping on the river? I'm not 100% sure about that. I don't know the rules or regulations. I mean, if you have like a park pass, I think it should be all good and gravy, right? I would have to the legality sort of thing. But 2 of the sites, they had little tent spots. But this is like, you have to be equipped. You have to have a little boat. You have to be able to get to the spot. Not to say it's like, can't pull up. But it's just an interesting little seclusion. And they were secluded too. Like, kind of had to walk to them, get to them. They were nice little spots. The 2 of them. All right, so Friday night, lady screaming crazy just before like really dark. and we it was like the first time doing this. We wanted to do this. We got our flashlights and everything. We had our lights, so we were equipped. I think. I don't know. I didn't look up any laws. Honestly, it's smart to bring a flashlight though. Like when it's that dark in the canyon, everything is just sort of silhouette-y. Even the water. Like it was an interesting loss of sensation in the body. At least for me, I had that. It was a little out-of-body experience, I guess I could say. But mixed with panic a little bit because I was definitely smoking. Had the pen. I'll tell you. But a little mix of panic and like out-of-body sensation being on the paddleboard, because I wasn't trying to get wet, like, you know. I mean, yeah, like there is that whole sort of thing, but it's pitch black, you know. Even when the moon was out, I think. Was the moon out? I think the moon was out. Potentially. Maybe not. But it's dark. Extremely dark. Lady screaming, we could hear her all the way down, and we stopped at the skunks for a while. We could start hearing her screaming again. That was the only reason why I brought it up, because it was just, I was maybe her screaming brought the skunks out, you know? But that was just like, it was doing that solo. That's a different sort of confidence. Because again, like I was having that like sort of like, dang, it's dark. Like, dang, direction here is a little bit different. And I guess like the waves too, because there were a couple boats that passed by, and you know, the waves, you know, that they send your way, and you kind of got to go with them. I wasn't like shining the water at them, like, okay, I'm gonna have to see this wave and then this wave. But okay, the skunks. I didn't see them. I was already past them. My mom saw the skunks. So I start paddling back quick as I can. And I see passing on the ridge on the top of it, because it's all dark, it's silhouette. And I had my flashlight, but I mean, I saw him with the silhouette. It was easy to see that. And then I don't even know if I got the flashlight out, honestly. I had it strapped in the. I wasn't trying to get wet, like I said. But maybe potentially, you know. I didn't take a video, you know. It lasts longer. But it was either a father or mother and two babies. That's what I saw. My parents were saying they saw a lot more. Maybe I should have had a flashlight or something. Maybe I did. I don't remember that well. Blame marijuana member. But then there was one, which I'm sort of sad of, because it was either the mom or the male. One was over by the water. Probably viewing us. Had the flashlight out at that point. But I was feeling bad because they were getting split up. You know what I'm saying? A little family of skunks were getting split up. But the one was by the water, and I saw the other two passing the bridge. But then getting back, after putting the boat up, we were pretty much all the way done. Like just before wrapping the board on top of the car, there was another group, but I didn't see any babies. I saw two, so it potentially could have been them. Maybe they met up, but I didn't see the baby, so that's like, I don't know. But yeah, that's the lake update. Does it look like I'm getting my rosacea? Doesn't it? Looks worse. And I at least apply a little bit of sunscreen. I'm not burning, which is good. But I'm also not like, I don't know, we've been going to the beach lately. It's been fun. We rescued a bag of trash when we got there early in the morning on Sunday. There was a bag of trash floating in the water. And we rescued that. Like an actual whole bag of trash. So that was like our, remember that one water bottle? Yeah, rescued that. My dad rescued that. I didn't rescue that. But I did like spot that out. We were pointed out as we were filling up the boat and loading it. Somebody got the campsite, or not the campsite, but the location. Somebody cleared that up. They had taken the whatever it was. It was like a cot, like I said, or whatever it was. Futon wanted to be thrown out of the mine, but that's not no futon. That's like a cot. Futon. When I think of that, I think of the couch. The couch futon pulls out into a little bed. Ay, ay, ay. I guess this is what I'm going to be doing tonight. I'm just going to ramble for a little bit and I'll post this up. I mean, I don't know what else to do on this. Like I said, I guess I can go back to what I'm doing on fasting a little bit. Doing a little bit of fast. Because it feels good to stand up on that paddleboard and feel the balance again. I don't need all that extra bandage on me. Basically, having deep conversations with myself that don't really add up to much, because the shadows are in the shadows doing the shadow stuff, but they don't exactly add up to much because they don't exactly seem to know much either. So it's like communication again, Like you gotta have a time and a place. And if you're not, it's just a guessing game. Like these, just waiting to work, hopefully. Honestly, the nicotine sting kind of came through a little bit more. I was thinking about maybe it's about time to test my art skills again. see what I can be taught how to draw. I think it's kind of fun. It's like the drawing a clock sort of thing. You know what I'm saying? Like, all right, draw a clock for everyone now. That's probably a mean thing. Like, that tests people's art, especially when they haven't practiced. I mean, my stuff comes out kind of wacky, but I'm still like, okay, well, it is what it is. I added the one movement, the desert. I got lazy with that. I'm like, what? I'm over here looking. I'm viewing these sort of deserts. You know what I mean? And I'm over here get a tutorial on this sort of desert. You know, no. That was more like the Dune of the Dooney. Like the Dooney Buster. I did need it. Like, I can. I do like the exercises. It takes the mind into a place of layers. It takes the mind into a place of deconstruction. Like how a dream should be, sort of. If that makes sense. Especially like how the reality is now recently more so than ever teaching me how to paint certain things back into place. Like when certain shapes start to break and I see a different sort of entity appear, and I'll call it, because these, technically are like entities, you could say, if you want to play like the prop hunt sort of thing. But if something different appears, and I know the objects below them are still that layer holding them up, but I just have to do a little mental painting to shape it how it should be. That's like I saw a face on my paddleboard, and I'm like, oh wow, great, I saw a face on the paddleboard. Oh, now I'm going to be seeing that face more often. But I guess kind of it helps me focus a little bit. I guess I'll just throw that out. And it's my eyes to focus. My focus eyes. It's more so like glaring eyes. Maybe they're supposed to be there. Yeah. Alright, I guess I'm gonna pack it up and call it a day. And I'll just post it. I'll keep dancing on the subject. I don't know what else to do. Silence is not going to help me or anything. So I'll at least open my mouth a little bit. gotta wait, you know what I'm saying now? Might as well. That's like the beginning, middle, and end. And it doesn't know exactly. It feels so safe right now. No competition. Nope. They got the end.